Going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome to episode number 7 of Elden Ring. Every Saturday and Sundays, filled with love, support, and respect. And also knowledge is power. While also staying positive and loyal. This is Zach Dawson, your awesome commentator, guys, from this one big community out of 271 mods in my 5 years and counting on YouTube. But if you guys want to catch more Elden Ring every Saturday and Sundays, make sure you guys hit that like button, support button, and comment. I'm going to stay positive and loyal, and as always, love, support, and respect is always the key. Well, we made new family members, new friends, one by one. By checking out what we do on our channels, anytime we manage to see what kind of schedule we have, what kind of videos we like to do, or anything else, so on and so forth to bring in. If you guys have an account on Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, anything else, so on and so forth today. Well, one big community, guys. One big family. Like, I was going to do the finale of Cobra Kai yesterday in the afternoon, but my connection was being city. So I'm like, no, I don't know if we're going to be having I'm like, if we're going to be having that set, to be honest, having connection like this, I'm like, I may as well not do the finale and just trade the damn thing in on Tuesday at GameStop. So, I mean, honestly, guys, it would have been my second game. I've obviously would have been this year, but Chris Hales is the only one that stands alone. So, but I do want to apologize for the connection from that yesterday. But at least we finally got something done, though. But other than that, good morning, Lazada. How are you? Welcome to the live chat. If you guys have an account on Twitter today, you guys can friend request me, follow me on Twitter. It's Zach Dawson, 824-65600. Guys, so tell me your first and last name information today. Like anytime you manage to find some people that you guys can say out, we can obviously do the same thing for you guys. Well, one big community, one big group, one big family, and also the most awesome commentator of all time. You're looking at him. I'm usually on top of things, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Reddit. But other than that, you guys can tell me your first and last name information on Twitter. Tell me what you guys think. It's really bad to take on this one hazardous dragonfly. Okay, never mind. As long as it's not going to fly by me like some sort of a mini-hero or superhero from Marvel or DC Comics. But yeah, guys, the name is Zach Dawson. 824-65600. I'm not that hard to find on Reddit, on Twitter. I've been on Twitter, guys, for 3 years, YouTube 5 years, Walmart 5 years. My love and I are going to be having the goodest romantic sport, but most likely spending time together tonight. And so and I are going to be going glowballing between 6:30 to 8:30, and she's going to be having supper with me during that time being tonight, too. So, we pretty much have it all figured out, all memorized for sure, and I don't see any problems being ruined or anything else for sure. But then again, guys, we should have no problem. But like I said, guys, her and I have been together for 1728. As the youngest couple of all time. If you guys have an account on Steam, any games I like to play on Steam, anytime you manage to play any good varieties on your PC, you guys let me know what kind of games you like to play. Any sports, music, RPGs. My top 2 genres, guys, is RPGs and we got RPGs and sports all together. Any action adventures, shooting, puzzles, anything else, so on and so forth that can bring most of your attention, the popularity, the experience, the feeling, the absolute good graphics that game has. Let me know anytime. But the name is Zach Dawson 93, guys, on Steam. I've got the only one I only have is PC. I haven't seen his ass for a while, but he's a nice guy. Kevin Mumsy, how you doing? Welcome to the live chat. How are you? Well, like I said, guys, we're not that hard to find to begin with, so it's all good. But yeah, you guys can tell me what kind of games you like to play. And the name is Zach Dawson 93 on Steam. If you guys also have an account on Reddit, REDDIT, I've got Kevin, aka Tubitat. He's awesome. He's very talented. He's a generous guy. And anytime I manage to drop a super chat for him, like I was in his live stream yesterday, and yeah, my stuff has been pretty good. Popularity, uploads, anything else that's more to take in, but not suck it up and get towards another program or another location. But what he usually tells you guys, most of his live streams is love, support, and respect is the key. And that's exactly what you guys will find from me. My stuff has been really, really good by far. But yeah, you guys can check out Kevin on Reddit and check out his live streams. But the following days for Kevin is only the current ones, and that would be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mondays. Running egg almost 24 hours, 7 days a week. Sony's Getaway. I love her so much as a good, dearly beloved friend, and she's a loving, caring creator. So you guys can check her out anytime. I'm trying to think of a good poll question, guys. I'm trying to see which one would make a lot of sense right now. If I had to guess which one would make something good in particular, I can think of one. I'm trying to think what would be something classic or something good and certified. Well, remember, guys, the wrong keys are not electrified, but more positive and something workable for it. But yeah, guys, if you guys have an account on Instagram, let me know. I'm trying to think what would make a good question. Well, guys, right now we're in a new cave. It's called High Road Cave. So this is actually a newcomer for the series of Elden Ring right now. So, but on Instagram, you guys can check me out. That's Zach Dawson from Titanic. Also, guys, from this one big community we have today. It's one big community, family, and out of 271 mods. With any course side with a what's up, admin? How you doing? Hashtag Teen to Gale, that's right. How are you this morning? It's good to see you. But yeah, guys, my stuff has been really good by far. But I've got John, I've got Kevin, and I've got Sony's Getaway. They're pretty much real good creators. So you guys can check them out anytime. And we also have we just obtained the cave moss. It's kind of like a broccoli kind of thing, but usually not too buried on the ground. So it's not too bad to jump right in the system. Hopefully we're not getting ourselves out of control this time. But drop down below. If any coincide with a if any coincide on a well, no, let me try to phrase it, guys. So, but as always, guys, love, support, and respect is key, and also knowledge is powered by staying positive and loyal. The very most important thing is we watch videos in full. You guys can like, support, comment, say me out, tweet me out on the current apps. The following apps is Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and also Instagram. Phenomenally, anything to research. Anytime you like. We're not that hard to find on this group. And also on YouTube, too. And you guys can follow the Land of 38 and the Great Someone at 14. Also, guys, my highest likes is 237. And also, my highest views is 122. On a breakfast meal, which of these... Damn it, I don't want a V. Give me 1 second, guys, see if I can get this. Which of these is a good meat towards it? Remember, guys, my stuff has been really, really good. I will say that. But like I said, I was about to do the finale of Cobra Kai yesterday, but apparently my connection just decided to be an ass, and I'm like, I may as well play Cobra Kai anyway, because I mean, it was going to be my second game I was probably going to beat, But apparently, my love and I we were supposed to have plans last night, but apparently, one of my love's roommates, all I know is, guys, it was not Beryl. It was the one that started with a stupid T, and I'm like, well, I would have had time together last night, but apparently she will not. One of my the one that started with a T, guys, it's not the one I've known for over 20 years, but one of the two roommates that's right behind my pudding decided to go to a stupid practice by the name of Boxy. So I'm like, there goes our plans. This all says.
Hello, everyone.
But it's kind of like a long story. It's like your plans should not be ruined if you're spending time with somebody. If you're spending time with a friend, a family member, grandparent, somebody you love so much. The other person should not ruin any plans and not cause any damn things off the bat. But I'm like, there goes my love night's plans for 2 hours. So that's the last thing that would happen. Michael Fulberger, how you doing, sir? Good morning. How are you? Well, it's good to see you back, sir. How you doing? Sausage, food. Hopefully the connection does not go to a meltdown this time, but yeah, guys, my uploads have been pretty good. Popularity's been awesome. As always, guys, stay positive and loyal, and love, support, and respect is key. What we're also going to be doing, guys, doing the following today, is we're able to hopefully get the predictions for night 1 and night 2. And once we can probably do night 1 and night 2 of predictions of the greatest scenes of them all, guys. So of the Immortals, WrestleMania 38. We're going to be doing, hopefully, both predictions, but I think we'll probably do night 1 first. And then we'll do that for, so far today, during the live chat this morning. And then we'll do night 2 tomorrow. When you guys receive another episode of Elden Ring. But I do go back tomorrow, guys, for work. All I have to do is only 2 to 11. And then my answer's off another 3 days. I pretty much did, Michael, so you're pretty much I'm pretty much coming out of this community too, buddy. And that's exactly how we manage to meet new people, you know? If you guys only have your own community, or something else for sure, or anything to set right in with. It's not that hard. Oh, one big family, one big community, and as long as we spread the word and keep on expanding. That's all exactly what we can do. So, what's he been up to, Michael? I mean, I've officially been off the last couple of days. I mean, I'm off every 3 days now, so. But the best thing for me is, due to the fact that I'm only working 4 days a week, it goes like this. Even though like I said, guys, GameStop is coming up in a couple of days. So the plan for my availability that I obviously just signed, I think for the last 2 weeks or so, is I'm going to be working 2 closes, and that would be Thursday and Sundays. And that would be 2 to 11s. On Fridays, guys, Fridays 9 to 6, Saturdays 8 to 5s, and then my ass is off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And I would be like, as 100% Christian, guys, I would say, thank God I don't have to work 5 days in a row, because I, for one, guys, the awesome commentator would be so tired. So I'm like, well, as long as I don't have to work any more than that, that's good. I've been watching a lot of mukbang drama channels. So how does that show work? Are they kind of like drama reality shows? Drama, action shows? Do you know what kind of, stuff they are? Well, not quite. Sorry, buddy. No jellyfish? Oh, no jellyfish. This is not SpongeBob, pal. Come on. But other than that, we're one big family. We're not stopping what we're doing. As long as always, guys, you know what you're doing, and that's exactly what people want to see. Oh boy, do we have to take my charismatic stuff now. Well, like I say, guys, the finale of Cobra Kai would have been done yesterday. But I'm like, there goes my plans, and there goes my Love and Ice plans. But, not to be outdone, guys, Hold on, I'm gonna have some time together. Well, hold on, go along with one of my parents tonight. So, but apparently, as far as what's gonna be going on for 3 days off, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday after tomorrow, well, that's actually a good question. That's obviously a good question. So I'm thinking what I'm probably going to do is probably involving what I will be doing during the schedule. So I have to see what's going to be happening with that in mind. So I have a couple ideas. What's up, Sorty? Good morning. How are you? Sorty, I'd like to introduce you to one of my 271 mods. You're still one of them. I'd like to introduce you. Sorty, Lazada, Sorty. Well, you see, I've actually been with Sony for a long time. Well, pretty much for a while, I think for like 4 or 5 months or something, but... Are you been working? Nice. How's work going for you? Is it going good? Hopefully it's not going too bad. Because all I'm gonna be working is, like I said, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sundays. So, I don't see that being a problem at all. So, I'm gonna have that going, have a little more stuff for the chat for you guys, and... But you guys normally know what I think, and I tell you guys what I think. So, it's not too bad. Sass S.Y. Morning, Sass, how are you? Welcome back, how are you? Now, Sass is part of this community, too. Well, like I said, we're one big family. You know what they say, guys? Sony, Lazada, and Michael. You guys are always part of this family now. You guys are part of this family. We take care of our family, we protect our family, we love our family. And that's where love, support, and respect, and knowledge's power comes in. And as long as we don't have anybody else go negative, we stay positive and loyal as much as we can. But do you guys agree with this one saying that came out of my parents in the past when I was growing up? For the most part, it's like if anyone wants respect, people need to treat you guys with respect. You know, it's not that hard to begin or not. It's not so much to find. As long as you give something back in return, you give respect to that person, the other one gives you the respect you deserve. You know, it's not that hard. But how are you this morning, as of today, Sass? It's good to see you. You see, guys, Sass is part of 271 mods. This is obviously the highest I've really ever had right now. So, like I said, my stuff has been really good by far. So, like I said, the plan for GameStop is going to be still simple. It's something that's more authorized, and pretty much, when it comes to 2 pre-orders and, but 2 pre-orders that will be happening this Tuesday, I don't know what time I'm going to GameStop on Tuesday, because, well, like I said, I'm going to be off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays now, so, I obviously don't know. If I had to guess when I'm going, what I will be doing is, I'm going to be trading Cobra Kai, since they would have got a damn finale yesterday, but I'm going to be trading that game in. I'm going to be picking up LB 22, which is baseball, for the PS5, but first and foremost, you guys will see me pick up Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga. Now that game, guys, will set out Cobra Kai, and you guys will receive episodes every 3 to 4 days a week. So it's probably going to be, so I don't know when that's going to be going. I'm also trying to figure out where baseball's going so far today, too, on the schedule. I mean, I don't want us to have to make someone flip-flopping or anything, but we have another couple days. But if you guys, like I said earlier this morning, we're going to be doing Night 1 predictions of WrestleMania 38, and then we'll get to Night 2 once we do another episode of Elden Ring in the morning tomorrow. So we still have no rush or anything. But speaking of no rush, guys, we got news to talk about today. We were about to do IZN News when I was talking to you guys, when I was trying to do the finale of Cobra Kai before the end of yesterday. So I'm like, I won't do a community post. You guys understand what's going on. So, but we got news to talk about today on a Saturday morning. Today's day is April 2nd, 2022. Now remember guys, stay positive and loyal. And as always, love, support, and respect is always the key. When we meet new people one by one, new friends, new family members, I can respect you for who you are, and see how positive and loyal and how trustworthy you should be. And it's not about what other people think. It's pretty much what you do that brings the entertainment, brings the popularity, brings one big family together. It's not about what other people think. It's all about what you want to do. With your channel, with any uploads you do on your schedule, anytime you manage to get something done, it's the best way to begin. So that's a good way to rephrase it. And what we'll find, guys, is a new group of new friends, new family members. And if you have an account on Twitter, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, whatever, if you guys know somebody, you guys can sell them out, tweet them out. If you're live streaming on Twitch or YouTube, maybe a little bit on Twitter, or maybe somewhere else. If you're live streaming on your console, on your PC, or anywhere. It's not that hard to find, guys, to adjust something for it. But if you guys have an account on Twitter today, don't request me, follow me, it's Jack Dawson. The awesome commentator, guys, you're looking at him. That's been on YouTube for 5 years, Twitter 3 years. My love and I, 1,728 days. Look at that, guys. So the youngest couple. But by the time I become 29, guys, I'm gonna be. My love and I are hoping to we're gonna be having a few ideas for what we're going to be doing. Pretty much when we reach our 5-year anniversary, and I'm not kidding, guys. It's gonna be 5 years in the next 2 months from now. So that's gonna be exciting. Where that's going to go. You guys can tell me your first and last name, information on Twitter. As long as you know somebody who has one, so we can share them out, tweet them out. If you guys, like I said, if you guys are live streaming on YouTube or Twitch, whatever goes against you, and pretty much towards them anytime. But yeah, guys, my numbers are on my Twitter. It's Zach Dawson 824-65600. Not that hard to find, guys, on Twitter. It's one of the best sharing and tweeting. It's pretty much one of the best apps that I've been through for a long time. So it's gonna be 4 years, I think, probably soon. But you never know. You guys have an account on Steam, and the games I like to play on Steam. Zach Dawson 93, guys, is my name. My top 2 genres I normally enjoy is RPGs and sports. I actually got into sports since I was since I was a teen. Since I was after I was a teenager. So I love RPGs, I like sports. But if you guys are not into any of those 2 genres, like say any music, action adventure, shooting, puzzles, feel free to play any variety of games you want to play. If you know any friends that pretty much have a Steam account, maybe you guys can have a conversation of what game to buy, of how good the game is, how bad the game is, if it has good reviews, pretty much graphics, gameplay, about the story, if there's any exploration. With most games, guys, like say puzzles, RPGs, or action adventure, they have plenty of. Steam has those kind of games. They pretty much almost have about 5,000 games in there. They're like fucking 7,000 or something. So you're welcome to check that out anytime. So, but the best one you guys can check out is yours truly, your awesome commentator Jack Dawson 93 on Steam. The only one I only positivity and loyal out of positive and loyalness is PC. I still haven't seen him for a while, so I'm guessing he's been busy with work or doing something, maybe something else or different. But he's a nice guy. Since I haven't seen him in the live chat for a while, maybe like a couple months or something. But he is on. But he is on that. He actually is on Steam. If you guys also have an account on Reddit, check me out, guys. The name is Zach Dawson on Reddit. The best I've seen. Hardly any rants. No caviar for me. Never liked it much. So you guys can share me out, tweet me out on Instagram, Instagram too. I've got John, I've got Kevin, and I've got Sony's Getaway. She's a sweetheart. I love it so much with all my heart as a good friend out of 271 mods. So good setup to Sony's Getaway. So, and also the current days you guys can check out these creators is Kevin is he's awesome. He's a nice guy. He's very friendly. He always knows what love, support, and respect is 100% of the time. And also staying positive and loyal to most of us as one big community and also one big family. As long as no one has to change the heart or anything, or change the landscape. It all depends what you like to do on YouTube, on Twitch, if you're doing class sessions, doing any gaming, being creative. So people can see what you've been up to, what kind of videos you've been doing on YouTube or Twitch. But yeah, guys, Kevin is Friday through Mondays, Sony's Getaway Monday through Saturdays, and Running Egg almost 24/7. He's rocking and rolling, guys. He's a nice guy. Rocking and rolling. That's why all of us know how to stay positive and loyal. Never give up, never surrender. We keep going, but we don't just love what we do, guys, especially for myself as the king. I just do it. That's all we can do. But more importantly, guys, I did not watch the WWE Hall of Fame last night, but I've heard some good things. But you know what they say? Never say never. None. So, but the most important thing, guys, is by staying positive and loyal, and also love, support, and respect is the key, and knowledge is power. The most important thing on top of them is we watch videos in full, like, support, comment, share me out, tweet me out on the current apps, and you guys can vote the land of 38, and the Great Solomon at 14. And if you ever want shoutouts, let me know. So you guys can check it out anytime. But alright, guys, we got news to talk about this morning. Since we obviously did not do it yesterday during the finale of Cobra Kai, because the connection was shitty and it had a little bit of some sort of a identical glitch. And I know it's been happening to some of us when it comes to the wind outdoors or something else is not quite right. But it's been happening not a whole lot. But as long as we don't have to worry about the 30-degree temperatures anymore, well, we're officially now on spring. So we don't have to worry about winter until something else has to mix. But enough chit chat, guys, from the awesome commentator. We got news, so let's see what we have for you. Remember, guys, today's day is April 2nd, 2022. So, alright, guys, 10 hours ago, for those of you that did watch Morbius or did not watch Morbius yourself in theaters, guys, check out this long 10-minute video. This long 10-minute video of the post-credits scene. You guys can see Morbius. You guys can check out Morbius post-credits and ending as explained. I felt it usually has a little bit of a seasonal ending involving Morbius starring Jared Leto as Dr. Morbius. I think it plays as one vampire or something, kind of like Angel from Buffy the Vampire Slayer or Spike. That's my pun, Mr. Spiky. So, no one can take anything from that. But you guys can see how this video connects to the MCU. But yeah, guys, like I said, Morbius is a living vampire. But he is also, guys, finally premiered in theaters. But there are quite a few changes in the final version from the earlier scenes so far today. Like I said, I haven't seen Morbius, but I've heard the movie is okay, but not as much as I would like to watch it. But 5 out of 10, no. Not for the awesome commentator, guys, it's not. So I honestly am not strongly interested in ever watching Morbius, but maybe one of these days. But I actually like it a bit more with With Jared Leto with no problems with the Joker, but well, we all know, guys, that he does not play the Joker in the Batman with Robert Pattinson and Zoe Kravitz Catwoman. So I still have I obviously or suddenly, guys, coming out of this group right now. I don't know if the Joker is coming back in the second Batman. If he does with Robert Pattinson, then obviously, guys, the second title for sure. This is kind of like an unknown guess or maybe answer to a question. If the Joker will be the main villain of the first title of the second Batman, and that would officially be the Night of Owls with the Joker or Penguin or who the main villain's going to be. I obviously don't know, but we'll find out for sure. We just don't know what Warner Bros. Has planned once we get to that. But I obviously have no clue, no adjustment to it. But let's check out this 10-minute video. If you guys are interested in checking out the ending or watching the average movie itself, it's called Morbius. But I have heard the movie is okay, in standards. We already talked about Elden Ring. You guys receive Elden Ring every Saturday and Sundays, now in 25 to an hour and a half. But if you guys have not checked out any huge items or legendary items, you guys can check out what you guys can get even with Elden Ring's toughest bosses with these powerful weapons. But you guys do not want to miss out on any of the weapons. If they're powerful, if you're taking on a boss, taking on a tough enemy, or anything else that's more to explore. Anytime you manage to find an item, you do not lose it, you pretty much obtain it and keep it. So that way you don't have to lose any of it, as long as you are not getting yourself slaughtered or getting your ass killed. So whatever is more fortunate for you, check out the items if you want. If they're pretty much researchable, confronted, or something else. You guys can check it out as much as you need to, or whatever you like. Any items you guys can find on that guide. Alright, guys, I know that Neil Queen Bell is also a little more excited, but not much jumpy about this legendary Pokemon, guys. As you guys can see, if you have a copy of Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl on your Switch today, you guys can get the mythical Pokemon from the movie itself. Now, I know some of you guys are big fan, some sort of good fans of Pokemon. But you guys remember a movie called The Rise of Darkrai? He himself, guys, for example, you guys are welcome to get Pokemon Darkrai for a limited time only in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. But I know he was also in, no problems with involvement, but pretty much in between a legendary historic battle between Palkia versus Dialga. And that's exactly what Darkrai made his first appearance. Got into the main characters, Saddle Ball, or pretty much reality. But I do know I did see the Rise of Darkrai a buttload of times, and the movie itself is good. But as far as the new movies I haven't honestly seen, I obviously have not watched any shit out of them. Especially watching another Pokemon movie maybe like once or twice. That would be The Legend of Giratina. So that movie was fine. I remember watching other movies that pretty much caught my eye and pretty much had me crying in heaven with you guys with me. And that movie was Pokemon, the first movie. When we saw the first appearances of Mewtwo and Mew and Pikachu's, Escansum, the very first Pokemon coming out of him was Pikachu for the first time. And he saw that the main character was dead after what Mewtwo did to his ass at that point. But pretty much the Teardrops pretty much helped. And that's always something that's part of the family. You don't want to let anybody go, as long as if he or she himself or itself for sure as a person. As long as you're still alive and trying to fight the good fight. You know, that's all we can do. Pray for the best and give it your best opportunity. So, I remember watching that movie after I was a kid. Mewtwo Returns was phenomenally good. So that movie was good by itself. As long as we do not have the legendary resistant Sting doing a song for it. But yeah, Pokemon, the first movie, was the first time a Pokemon movie that Nintendo did. I honestly don't think Capcom had anything to do with it either. So Capcom is only best known for pretty much good games. Coming out of Capcom recently. So yeah, Capcom never once made a Pokemon game. It's always coming out of the Nintendo company, where they actually do a pretty good job. A real good job since day one. From Nintendo Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Nintendo DS, 3DS, DSi, and most importantly, the Nintendo Switch. Who can ever forget that as a memory? But this actually is honestly a phenomenal badass line. Allow me to demonstrate. It's coming in the Final Fantasy VII Advent Tournament, guys. When Cloud defeated one of the best of all time, and that would be Sephiroth back then. You guys remember that? But the one line that Sephiroth said to Cloud, I don't think it was a legendary, but the one and only message. Allow me to demonstrate, guys. I will. Never be a memory. That's why Sephiroth is one of the best of all time. One of the best bosses in Final Fantasy history. So, not too bad at all. It became a famous quote since day one. Back when Final Fantasy VII Advent Tournament came out, after the very first one came in, and that was recently The Spirits Within. So, but back when Advent Tournament became its Platinum Edition, I'm like, the movie is really, I mean, it's based on a good documentary and pretty much a real life story. But yeah, the movie itself was good. Real good, to be honest. Well, guys, we are now at the location. We are officially at the Murkwater Catacombs. So we're actually in our new location here today, guys, in this, and also one big family, too, as always. But enough about Darkrai. Guys can also think of the best animated series of all time, the best of the best. Code Diaz has something. I'm not interested of having 25 best anime. I mean, I watch plenty of anime, but the last time I've ever watched one, it's been like, it's been a while. The only shows I remember watching, and I think I only watched for sure, is something that's more particular. Nothing much seasonal. And that would be Pokemon, Rick and Morty, Family Guy. What I normally watch on Hulu is I watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer. As I'm starting to like the series again. So I'm back watching that again. And also anything else I can watch. But as far as Netflix goes, the only show I pretty much laugh my ass off in between. And with anything that comes out of me, and that would be Seinfeld. Seinfeld is funny. So they only came out with 9 seasons, as a matter of fact, too. So that show is really good with comedy, filled with a little more romanticness, and Seinfeld did a pretty good job since day one. So Seinfeld is one of the best comedies of all time. Maybe a little more better than the Family Guy, but Family Guy did not get started since day one, since 1999. So it's been around for about 23 years. So that pretty much settles something in between for it. So yeah, Seinfeld, I'm back to watching it. coming out of Netflix, and there's also a lot of reruns on Hulu, but it's only on TBS or I think Comedy Central. I don't know, but it is good for what it is. Oh boy, guys, we're about to get ourselves poisoned again. I'll lose blood. Hopefully it's not a stupid vampire that's gothic or anywhere else today. But we will require a grave glove vault. So as far as the other stuff goes, we still got the healing. We still got the FP, we can also restore that. We also have 3 glowstones. What it usually does, guys, as an item effect, it pretty much has a faint light from the location that is obviously placed. So we can obviously have something to go with it. We also have Sweet Raisin. We still have these. We still have these, for example. We also have plenty of crafting. If I were to do any crafting, it would be something I would maybe do, but it all depends. I mean, for the first time out of the series today, I haven't done any crafting yet. I probably will eventually, if I get a good opportunity and also a nice look. Oh, cow! Crap, guys, look at that. As long as they're not made out of crap either. It's the same enemies that are putting inside of me. Nope. And there goes the daggers, or so can say through our means just now. But okay. Alright, guys, you guys are welcome. You guys are welcome to see how you guys can level up jobs fast in Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin. Now, Final Fantasy's been doing so well 1 to 2 days a week. I've had the game since day 1. Well, I've had Final Fantasy Origins for the last 2 weeks now, so the game itself is pretty good. Popularity's been outstanding, and I love Final Fantasy, guys. Bryce, you understand that for sure. I love Final Fantasy. It's one of my top favorites, right down my alley. But as long as we're getting some good stuff from the Summer of Gaming, from IGN in the next couple months today, guys. Most of us may assume that we're going to begin some pretty good news, real nice news. And if we're going to begin, hopefully getting the big reveal of Final Fantasy 16 for the PS5, Dragon Quest 12, a buttload of games that I obviously haven't heard of. But I'm hoping Final Fantasy 16 becomes a badass game, hopefully. Once we get to the month of June. It all depends if that's the case. I mean, if that's the case, it could be. But I'm not so. I mean, it all depends what the Summer of Gaming really has planned. So I obviously have no clue. It's only coming out of companies like, say, PlayStation, Microsoft, Nintendo, Ubisoft, Bethesda, and Cinematic Games, Naughty Dog. There's a lot of gaming companies that made plenty of real nice variety of games. Back when we were kids, adults, and so much more to add in. So the games were enjoyable to play since day 1, back in the mid 1990s. Well, guys, back to the news. You guys can use that opportunity of how you guys can get and use skeleton keys in Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I don't think that game's going to be in for sure. But I've heard a couple of good things about the game itself today. But coming out of this week, it's only out for the PS5, for example. So I may or may not go after that one either. Besides, GameStop is up for grabs. So I may get that game eventually, but I don't know. But it all depends, guys, if I'm able to, or maybe able to charge an opportunity. So we'll see. Well, guys, we also have popular articles. So if you guys obviously did not see the Oscars about this one thing that Will Smith did to Chris Rock, he obviously did. You guys remember he slapped Chris Rock involving that one incident. What Chris Rock said to Will Smith's wife, or fiancée. And that goes by the name of the actor Jada Pinkett Smith. You guys remember that? Coming out of the Oscars this past weekend. As you guys can see, actor Will Smith resigns from Motion Picture Academy. Why? It's because of the fallout of what he unfortunately did, and of disrespect, and apologized. Hopefully apologize to Chris Rock and also the Oscars and also the Chris Rock family. So, we're gonna jump on that article in a second. And we already have a blood loss against these orcs. Or maybe disciples. I don't know. But yeah, guys, it's coming out of that Chris Rock incident. If you guys did or did not watch the Oscars this past Sunday. Or previously on the Sunday. So basically, Cat Bailey updated this article yesterday between 8 or 7:24. As it goes on to state, actor Will Smith. Check this out, guys, as we have more positive and loyalness, as good as we can. It's one big community, one big family. And remember, guys, never say never. From the awesome commentator. So the thing about from the Oscars this past Sunday, Will Smith has resigned from the Academy of Motion Picture Arts, and something else instead on top of that, and that'd be science. I've been continuing fallout, guys, after swiping Chris Rock live during the Oscars telecast, as Roddy goes on to state. But Will Smith did go on to state, guys, a statement saying that he felt betrayed in the trust of the Academy, and he apologized again for his actions. But he obviously did not like what Chris Rock said about his wife, Jada Pinkett Smith. He was also a little bit pissed off at this comedian. That'd be Chris Rock, you know. And but the good thing to do is to say that you're sorry and you apologize. You know, if you're at the Oscars, like say a Will Smith, a Ryan Reynolds, I'm trying to figure out who else, and Channing Tatum or Jonah Hill. He should always apologize and give the respect back to that one actor, but not slapping him like anyone has ever done for the first time between any conflicts or anything. But yeah, Will Smith did also go on to state, "Good morning, brother Mark. How you doing today, sir?" Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush is going to be coming out next week. I obviously have not heard about that, to be honest. I obviously haven't paid a lot of tribute or a lot of attention or popularity from Yu-Gi-Oh! But, well, not as much as I can maybe take an opportunity or maybe take a page out of the book. So, I obviously haven't played a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Games anymore, so as much as I used to. What's up, Sarah? Good morning. Thank you for saying your support. Big shout out to you. How are you? This is where love, support, and respect is incessant, and also knowledge power is incessant. Instead of going old school. Or new school, whatever. But how are you this morning, Sarah? It's good to see you. So yeah, Sarah's a nice person too. She's wonderful.
I'm fine. How are you?
That's why I call you guys as one big community. Outstanding, talented, very extraordinaire, if we will. But yeah, guys, when we get back to this article involving Will Smith, after he slapped Chris Rock this past Sunday from the Oscars, he goes on to say continuously by saying, "The list of those I have really hurt. It's long, and it also includes Chris Rock himself, his family, and many of my dear friends and loved ones. All those in attendance and global audiences, also at home too." As he goes on to say an understatement saying the following: "Apparently, guys, he obviously betrayed the problem with the trust of the Academy, and he said I deprived other nominees and winners of our opportunity to celebrate and be celebrated for their extraordinary work. But sadly, I am heartbroken. I want to put the focus back on those who deserve more attention, as I have. for their achievements and allow the Academy to get back to the incredible work that it does to support creativity and adversity in the film. And apparently, guys, he did go on to say after that, after what happened during the Oscars this past Sunday, he said that change takes time, and I am committed to doing the work to ensure that I never do that again, and allow violence to overtake reason. So what it obviously means, guys, that Will Smith is not going to do the same thing twice. Whether it's at the Academy Awards, at the Oscars again for next year, or whatever else it has to be. You know, no one should be able to slap anybody. If they're trying to do nominees, having a nice time, coming any movies, TV shows. Most of us already know what's coming out of that too. So yeah, that's pretty much the reason. But Brother Mark or Tara, have you guys heard about this? How this happened? You guys already recall how this happened this past Sunday. After Chris Rock mentioned the wife of Will Smith, and that is Jada Pinkett Smith, coming out of the Eddie Murphy's movie The Nutty Professor. So that's pretty much his fiancée. So that's pretty much the cause of that for sure. Well, I mean, no one should be able to slap and have any violence or any negativity. You always want to stay positive and loyal and give respect between the nominees. And also the winners coming into the Oscars. If people are at the Oscars, the Academy Awards, the Game Awards, what's coming out of IGN every 7th or 8th or 9th day of the final month of December every year. No one should be able to slap anyone on the head, like Jethro Gibbs. Like a funny thing from Jethro Gibbs, played by Mark Harmon. That stuff is funny. Coming out of NCIS, and it's kind of like Criminal Minds too. So that's exactly another way around too. No one should be able to cause violence at the Oscars, at the Academies, or anything. No one should be able to do that on live action. But yeah, guys, the departure involving Will Smith from the Academy, it does mean that he will no longer be able to vote for the awards in an official capacity. But it does not mean, however, to preclude him from attending for winning another Oscar or awards. Now, Smith's resignation, guys, in this group, comes amidst the Academy's ongoing investigation coming out of his actions this past Sunday on March 27th. Well, it was obviously one of the final days of this past month already. So, in which he did slap Chris Rock after he compared Jada Pinkett Smith to G.I. Jane. Yelling at Chris Rock, he said, keep my wife's name out of your comments, and also coming out of your speech. But Will Smith did he actually did win the Oscar for Best Actor, which it did seem to justify his actions during his acceptance speech. So yeah, there's really not a whole lot I would bring. But he did apologize on Instagram, calling his behavior unacceptable and inexcusable. I mean, that's exactly what Will Smith should not be able to do out of respect, but I actually respect this. I actually respect the actor. He's been doing some pretty good movies, which most of us have obviously seen. And I think we got him, I think. As long as there's no fire to prosecute anything. Nice pickup. Come on. If you go, if one of these creatures like orcs or whatever living enemies they're trying to get me, come over here so I can see what kind of weapon you use. Well, guys, we have a heavy door open today. Okay. So yeah, I thought I would bring this up to you guys. If you guys did or did not watch the Oscars. That's exactly what an actor should not do. You pretty much will get your ass in trouble and have disciplinary action if But as long as you apologize in return, everything will be okay. As long as you're not getting arrested or not coming out of anything pro bono. As long as you admit what you did and made a mistake. By saying you're sorry and making sure it does not happen. Twice the size or third size the time. That's why violence never solves anything and nobody is perfect. You know? As long as you're more comfortable than it should be. No one should be able to draw violence, slapping, or beating up somebody for it. No one should be able to have that case of that scenario, or that strategy to draw attention. By bringing a family member up, a friend up, or anything. But you guys consider yourselves news. We got about 8 to 9 likes. Let's see if we can buy a little bit more. Remember guys, my highest likes is 237. And my highest views, and my 5 views on YouTube, guys, is the awesome commentator. My stuff has been very good. Well, let's see if we can try to keep on expanding this year, guys. Let's see if we can keep on having that, and see how we work. I do not just love what I do. I obviously just do it for you guys. Bringing comments, bringing a lot of icy news for you guys, and I know you guys really appreciate it. Like I said, my vocal cords have been so good. Which I do know, Sans misses my singing, but more importantly, guys, my fun misses it when her and I have singing duets. So hoping my love and I are hoping we can still have an idol later on this year, but that might still be happening for sure, but you never know. Okay, if these guys are gonna be blocking fire from me, come over here and I'll bring some of the fire and have a little bit of the upper hand today, if I can. But we're going to be able to get that lever back in there. I did not play any baseball. Yesterday. But what I'm still doing on Baseball Module, I'm trying to see if I can get my 1946 New York Yankees to the postseason. I'm still concentrating on the season replay or year replay. I pretty much get hooked in with. I pretty much do it from start to finish. If I'm playing the Yankees, the Red Sox, the Tigers, White Sox, Athletics, Twins, White Sox, any other team, I pretty much do it from start to finish. All 162 games, or 144, back in the 1900s. So that's obviously going to be the plan. Coming out of my PC for sure today, so. And we're having another blood loss between Bloodthirst. So baseball's been doing good. But as far as Inside Pets, I'm still doing that. But I obviously haven't gone back to it for quite some time. I've been busy with work, been busy with you guys and doing the live chat, and so on and so forth. Anything to bring in. So I think we should be okay. So like I said, I go back to work tomorrow. So tomorrow morning, you guys will receive another episode of Elden Ring, depending how far the area goes. We're still at this location, guys. But we're still having a blood loss between not the fast way to test the theory or the strategy to take a chance at. So, but these enemies are not that hard to kill. As long as you know what kind of weapon you use, and pretty much know what to use. It's not that hard to begin. As long as the enemies are not being persuaded. But that's why I have a good look at Sealed. Nope. If you're gonna be taking a bloodthirst, come over here and I'll drink your blood. It's not like I'm a damn vampire or Dracula. Or maybe a werewolf coming at Twilight. But Twilight is on later on today, guys. Coming out of on a weekend. So that's gonna be later on today on Hulu. And yeah, we're prepared. Alright guys, I'm gonna go back and get my wounds. And we're still at the same area at the same time. The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, I never once played it, but I've only been a couple couple Zelda games also. The ones that I pretty much best out of and did beat over the years, only from the Nintendo company for sure, is A Link to the Past, Phantom Hourglass, and the classic NES Game Boy Advance version. Because I've only been in Phantom Hourglass maybe like once or twice, and that's exactly how I put it through. I've done a lot of exploration, took on enemies, took on plenty of boss battles, and I pretty much had a good emotional time. That's why I made Link look like a badass when it comes to upgrades and, you know, bosses, and also the final boss too. That would be Ganon, aka Ganondorf too. So The Legend of Zelda is one of the best games of all time as a adventure RPG. Compared to Dragon's Crown, compared to Castlevania. Well, so you guys remember Castlevania so well. I never once played Castlevania, or kind of like Prince of Persia too. But those games coming out of their own franchises have been so good. I mean, it's not so much that, it's about having good fun. Having a good opportunity for you to see how The Legend of Zelda is, or any adventure RPG that you guys have not even played, or possibly have not even experienced. So those games are pretty much very emotional to play. As far as the attention, as far as the gameplay, as far as the entertainment, and as far as the opportunities. But that game was also positive and loyal too, so, well, one of these days, I could go back to playing The Legend of Zelda, but if I'm thinking of one game that's compared to that, maybe Tunic, sometime. But Tunic is kind of like The Legend of Zelda as well, guys, so, well, we can have a lot of exploration. You tell me, man, if there's any crafting, any bosses we can take on, grinding. And what's the top one I'm looking forward to is continuing my exploring when it comes to RPGs. Exploration is something no one could be able to stop doing. It's like if you're exploring or taking on a battle, or listening to the background music that comes out of its taste or any of its music, it's entertaining. But you never know what kind of music you probably won't listen to out of any RPG, any adventure game, any classic RPG. You can pretty much say that music is the best. But Final Fantasy has the best soundtracks. Soundtracks by any means. Or anything else having its opportunity. Especially when it comes to racing too. Like say NASCAR, Gran Turismo, Need for Speed. I hardly never played. I obviously haven't played Need for Speed for a while. But Need for Speed Carbon was good. I remember playing that for the Nintendo DS, but I never once beat one single track. But Need for Speed is one of the goodest franchise games. I probably play a little bit at them. Need for Speed pretty much has a little bit of stuff to stand and deliver. But that racing franchise is good. But you look at the bright side, guys, with Gran Turismo. Gran Turismo is also a very nice racing franchise in general. So those racing games are good as they are. When it comes to racing, to get on co-op, playing multi, or even if you guys are doing standard. Or if I say single player. If you're playing Gran Turismo, NASCAR, Need for Speed, you pretty much are enjoying the fun or enjoying whatever's near. Whatever goes with whatever kind of car you're driving, kind of directions you're pretty much getting right through. As long as your car does not get crashed or anything. Or having a character from The Simpsons drive away and having the main characters find your car for you. So So it's kind of like a different environment. Can I get you out of here, pal? Come on. Come over here. If you don't like my shield, I'll come over here and give you a piece of my shield. Nope. Thank you, pal. But you obviously do not have a healing potion with you today, huh? For the minimum, guys, is 3. Not even, I'm almost 4, but most likely 3, for sure. I'm pretty sure you're only allowed a minimum of only 3 or 4, and once that seems to be alright on any case. Whatever else it should be. Expertise. Something more fortunate. Okay. But alright, guys, we got 8 to 9 likes. Let's see if we can bring a bit more. Guys, my stats are 237 likes. Highest views 122. I see you guys been having plenty of comments, plenty of likes for pretty much for Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is gonna be traded in by Tuesday. So Skywalker. I will say, guys, Skywalker will take over that spot. Lego Star Wars will. And all I have to do, guys, is head into GameStop and pick up that set for free. That's it. But MLB 22 just needs the other half of the 70 now. Plus tax is it's probably going to be in a most an old total of 72 or 73 in the Bucks column or the Tens column. So I still have no clue where baseball is going. I could probably have that investment wait for something else. Fits in towards the schedule, but that's why I'm still been taking my time on investments. Anytime I mess up any RPGs, these sports that I pretty much put on the schedule, I finish that one out in a normal time. Or normally on a good basis, if I can. But I do not see baseball retrieving Elden Ring by far. That's pretty much not going to be in that for sure. So probably not. Far Cry 6 is not getting removed at this point in time. You guys have been driving it through good heights, pretty good popularity, and a lot of views. Well, let's see if we can keep going with that. So, well, like I said, I go back to work tomorrow. I'll be closing tomorrow, and then I'm off Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Not sure what's going to be going on between those 3. But I will be defending my crown as king on Tuesday night. I also want to bring this towards our attention, guys, in the live chat. So after I get through this morning, the next stream could be this afternoon. Hopefully the connection does not lose a lot of energy or loses any signal. But I should be back hopefully this afternoon for a new episode of Final Fantasy Origin, and then a new episode of Elden Ring, guys, tomorrow morning before I close. And then on Monday, every Monday on the schedule, guys, it's free for all. Well, I know you guys are having another episode of Final Fantasy Origin by then. But the question is, do I want to do the Cobra Kai finale by then? I'm a little bit certain. That's why I could have had it done yesterday. But I guess we can do the finale on Monday too, because my love and I won't have any romantic time together for our pizza on Monday because she has horseback riding every other Monday night, guys. So her and I will not have any time together, but I could restart the finale of Cobra Kai if I need to. But I obviously did not do it yesterday, so connection was being above average. It was not going under control as planned, and yeah, we could do that on Monday too. Every Monday, guys, is a free for all. And then Far Cry 6, for example, I'm not sure if I'm going to be streaming Tuesday night, but if I do not, you guys will receive Far Cry 6 probably Wednesday night. and that's going to be coming out of the very middle of the very first week. And once you guys will only receive, well, speaking of that, yeah, if I had to guess if I will be streaming Tuesday night after bowling, if I had to guess, probably not. I would say no, because even though my love and I would have had time together yesterday, I probably would have not had supper by then. So I'll probably, here's our situation, guys. As one big community, one big family, we're staying positive and loyal, and also normally the most very important thing is love, support, and respect is the key. And now it's power as well. So the plan for this week, since already in our second day of April already, I'm hoping I can come back this afternoon for a new episode of Final Fantasy Origin, so we can get some extra missions out of the way and increase our job levels. The job levels have been doing pretty good too, real good. They've actually been kickstarting for me. So I'll probably get to that for sure. Not sure if we're going to be taking on Tiamat just yet. But Tiamat is actually the fourth boss you face in the PS1 classic of Final Fantasy Origin. The very first Final Fantasy game that Square came out with for the first time, coming out of the company Square. So, we maybe could take on Tiamat, but it all depends how much fight we can really have on him. Or we can maybe take on different methods besides taking on Tiamat, if we want to today, guys, in this group. I mean, I think we could do something else on that, but we'll see. As long as it's a little more, with more strategy, anything to convince, or anything else we can really handle in general. And then I will also be back tomorrow morning, guys, for another episode of Elden Ring. Then I have work in the afternoon. And like I said, I'm gonna be off every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays. Thanks to allow me to sign a new availability, guys, through Walmart Management. So that's pretty much already having good stuff towards what we're gonna be doing for all of us in the chat on the schedule. And hopefully my love and I can have more time together the same way. So we'll have that going, hopefully, for so. And we'll see what happens if anything else comes in. Well, like I said, guys, every Monday of every week, it's free-for-all. So, Monday, well, most likely Monday morning, you guys will receive a new episode of Origin. And maybe I should do. Maybe I could probably still do the finale of Cobra Kai. And then trade it in by Tuesday. But I'm not sure what time I'm heading to GameStop before bowling does come in on that Tuesday. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, there might be a couple ideas, but guess who will be coming with me, guys, when I take care of business? My future wife, my future fiance, my fun guys will be coming with me. So, not sure if I'm going to be having another pre-order to take in. I obviously have no clue, or not much of a situation on it. I've done already how many pre-orders this year? 4. You've got Final Fantasy Origin, Elden Ring, Far Cry 6, and now baseball. So I'm thinking about having a little bit more for sure. Going for today for this year. It all depends when Final Fantasy 16 is having that big reveal and when that's coming out. Because I'm thinking that game's going to be a little more badass to it. RPGs are most likely my strong style for me. Sports are also good the same way too. So it all depends. But as long as we have a real good handful of gaming news, anything else in the profile, we could get that big reveal coming up in June of this year. For Final Fantasy 16 for sure. But it's not much of a guarantee. But it all depends, guys. If we're And we're hoping to have something back by then. So, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's only one identical guess. If we still get the reveal by then, or whatever Summer Gaming wants to do. What IGN or the other companies want to do in return. So obviously, guys, I have no clue what Summer Gaming has planned. But E3 will be back better than ever, guys. We're not actually getting E3 this year. We're gonna begin that probably next year, depending how COVID can erupt. As long as that set does not get under stressfulness or anything above average, hopefully we can have E3 next year. But also the bad thing is too is you guys already understand that we're still not getting a new Call of Duty game by next year too. Prior to that, so there's really not much to restrain or take anything to the next level. But we're still having a new Call of Duty game this year, though. Depending on Summer Gaming, will have something for that, or something a bit more of an opportunity, or something else that's challenging. For those of you that have been playing a lot of Call of Duty, remember guys, 68 episodes is something I did for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. That game, guys, was really good for the PS5 by far. And may I get out of this predicament, please? Because I don't want to have a strong below defense. So that way I can excuse them. As long as they're not super charged by Aaron Jones, guys. Aaron Jones is a pretty good. He's a real nice guy, real nice dude. When it comes to active rock, so pretty much a good way around to it. But we'll obviously are still getting killed 95% of the time. So there's probably not much to concern with as long as we keep on getting our tracks fixed and items pretty much get back to. It's not too bad. So like I said, guys, I'm thinking about if I had to guess if I'm doing the finale Monday. There's a bit of an acceptance there, as long as there's no worries. So I'll probably do the finale probably Monday, since we obviously did not have a chance to do it yet yesterday, prior to the connection that was above average. Right when I was in the middle of talking to you guys, so myself has been pretty good, guys. Uploads, popularity, entertaining, for the most part, guys. As long as we know how to like, support, comment, and fall. It's one big community, one big family. And meeting new friends, new family members. If all of us have new connections that have a Twitter, an Instagram, a Facebook, Snapchat, anything that's attached, so you guys can meet new friends, new family members from them. So we can share each other out, tweet each other out too, and make sure there's no problems or conflicts added. But we should be okay though. Let's see what else we have. Really fast. I guess we have another 7 to 12 minutes. I will be having breakfast later on today. As soon as I get a salad going and probably have a new outlet between a charger and whatnot. But I haven't seen my second black plug anywhere. But it was after I came out of after having supper last night. So as long as it's retracing the steps and anything else to get right through. Can I get rid of you? Yes, I can. As long as you don't have V-slats from Grandia. But speaking of Grandia, guys, Grandia's been doing good. So what I did so far today, guys, is I had to retrace my steps and use most of my walkthrough. See if I can get that one rune stone. Or the mana stone. So what I did is get that one ability stone. And it was after I took out that one squid. But that, no. It wasn't that one squid. It was, oh yeah, his name was Chang. The massive Japanese, boss on, Grandia. He was not that hard. But I did manage to recuperate on him. So he wasn't too bad. He was easy. So, I'm back with Justin, Sue, and Fina. As we are about to go to this one road. Well, so we all know the location on Grandia today, so well, so hi there if we mess up Grandia. The movie, the game itself is good. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing number 2. I mean, it could be something I can think about, but it would be like deal or no deal. So we'll see if I'm able to or not. I mean, the price for Grandia 2 is only like above somewhere in the teens, in the tens, I mean the high tens. So pretty much in the 110. So maybe. But the best way to get it, guys, is most likely on Steam. So I may go after that too, eventually. Well, I can maybe get that crap now if I want to at this point, but not until I finish off Grandia. Then I could eventually go after number 2. But Grandia is one of the finest RPGs that I've ever played for a long time. And especially getting myself killed once again too. I'll respond to that message in a second. So I'm gonna get a sour after this. Well, I gotta say, guys, I'm hoping I come back this afternoon for a new episode of Origin, and then I will also be back in the morning, same time, same channel, for another episode of Elden Ring. I'm gonna go ahead and get through here one more time. By getting killed, guys, and losing new things is pretty much fun, but getting through some of the story is a little more greater. But yeah, we're still getting our butts killed. It's like it's a bloodthirst that a vampire would want, and anybody else gothic that any of them would want too. As long as it's not that hard to begin. So we should have no problems whatsoever for it. But alright, guys, we have another couple of minutes. Like I said, next stream will hopefully this afternoon. So I can get an episode of Final Fantasy Origin, and then I'll be back tomorrow morning, same time, same channel, for Elden Ring. I can see this game being a possible Game of the Year candidate. Same with Horizon Forbidden West, which I don't know when I'm getting number 2 though. Maybe somewhere down the line. Maybe next week. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, I could say no. I could say something. Well, I can maybe go for a bit of an acceptance for it. But I did not beat Horizon Zero Dawn. I mean, that game was pretty good for the PS4. Playing Aloy as this badass scavenger, or this one archer. So maybe. But I don't know if I'm gonna be able to excuse it or not. We'll see. And we're still getting ourselves impatient on these guys too. On these orcs. But so far, guys, there's really not much to attach right now, so. But we will be focusing on the catacombs tomorrow. It's gonna be tomorrow morning, same time, same channel. Hold on, let me see if there's anything else. Now, as far as runes go, we can still need about 775. So we haven't gotten a chance to upgrade, if we will, but I think we should soon. So I'll probably jump on that for sure, probably tomorrow, as long as we can get through this one catacombs. Guys, this area is called Murkwater Catacombs, so it's not too bad, but it is a newcomer area. But alright guys, that's gonna be a wrap for me this morning. I should be back this afternoon before 11 and I have our following dinner date tonight. It's gonna be before 6:30 to 8:30, and then I'll be back hopefully most likely tomorrow, same time, same channel, for another episode of Elden Ring, so we can continue our runes and also investigate. But again, our runes up there, we only need, guys, is 775, so only in the 700 somewhere. So it's only 775, so we'll get that hopefully tomorrow. But if we're still getting ourselves killed tomorrow as well, we'll be able to have any entertainer. So we'll see how that's going to evacuate and continue our strategy for sure. But alright guys, if you guys want to catch more Elden Ring every Saturday and Sundays, you're welcome to hit that like button, support button, and comment. As always, as one big community, one big family, and one big group. As always, love, support, and respect is the key. And also knowledge is power by staying positive and loyal. When we meet friends, new family members one by one, if you have the following accounts, so you can save people out, tweet people out, as you're able to, and other people are able to have this opportunity. If any accounts you guys have on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, that's exactly what you guys will find from me. And what you guys have. We're one big family, we're one big community, and like I said, my highest month is 271 now, so it's real timing, it's really considered. But we're not that hard to find on YouTube. I've been on YouTube for 5 years, been working at Walmart for 5 years, 1,728. So we'll see how that's going to, all we have to do, guys, is get a little more to expand. So we'll see how that's going to go forward. So other than that, if you guys have an account on Twitter though, the name is Zach Dawson 824-65600. 3 years for me, that's been active on Twitter for the most part. You guys can also tell me your first and last name, not just only your first name, but your first and last name in one word. With your information, with what month you were born, what day you were born, and what year you were pretty much born out of too. So we can share each other around, tweet each other around as good as we can. If you're streaming on YouTube, or managing to also stream on Twitch too. It's not that hard to bring in, but there's still something up for sure. By meeting new friends, new family members, if you guys have the following app, and that would be Twitter, the first thing you guys can get through. Well, like I said, guys, the name is Zach Dawson 824-65600 on Twitter. If you guys have an account on Reddit, I've got Kevin, aka Tubitsat. He's awesome. He's talented. I love this guy. And the following days for Kevin is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Mondays for his live streams. He brings my name up normally. He stops by in my live streams, I think 1 to 2 days a week. So that's pretty much a good thing to... So everything else near and not going to be able to start late or pretty much backward or able to start in between. But it's always good to start from the beginning, middle, to finish. So, we got to take out Kevin Friday through Mondays. Running egg almost 24/7. Sorty's Getaway, Mondays through Saturdays. She's a sweetheart. She's funny. You guys will love her so much as a friend, and also as a creator yourself, and also to her too. She's part of this community out of 271 mods in my 5 years and counting on YouTube, which I'm not going anywhere, guys, until something happens between my love and I. And all of us, but not at the, but someday maybe, but it won't be anytime soon. You guys already know my name. It's the name is Zach Dawson on Instagram. I've got John, Kevin, and Sorty. Alright guys, stay positive and loyal, and as always, love, support, and respect is always the masterful key item, and also the importance of this group, and also one big community and family. And the most very important thing is we watch videos in full. Like, support, comment, send me or tweet me on the following apps, like I said real quick. Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, and Instagram. And you guys can vote to land at 38 and the Great Summon F14. I should hopefully be back this afternoon for a new episode of Origin. But if I'm not streaming this afternoon, I should be back in the morning for another episode of Elden Ring, so we can get through the catacombs and maybe get an upgrade for sure. I mean, a couple good upgrades for my character. But you guys have a wonderful Saturday morning, guys. Have a wonderful morning. I'm hoping I'm streaming this afternoon for a new episode of Final Fantasy Origin. If not, I should be back Sunday morning, same time to channel for another episode of Elden Ring by then. Also, guys, stay positive and loyal, and also stay loved, stay supported, and also stay respectful. That's always the key. And as always, knowledge is power by being truthful and being so grateful. And it's one big community. But real quick, what's up, Sweetie Ann? Thank you, and thank you, wonderful cat, for coming in. But alright, guys, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. I'll see you guys hopefully this afternoon. If not, I'll be back Sunday in the morning. Same time, same channel. And as always, never say never. You guys have a wonderful Saturday morning. I'll see you guys hopefully this afternoon. And until then, I will see you